Hi everyone, Al the Psych. I have a video today for you on a review of a book called Why Is It Always About You? This is by Sandy Hotchkiss, 2002. Again, the information is for informational purposes only. There's a lot of information in this book, and most of it I really like, but there are a few things I don't like, and that's going to be a second video. Um, I'm just going to go over, um, she talks about the 7 deadly sins of narcissism. I'm going to present that from the book. She has a lot more information, so if you want to get that information, um, you're going to just basically have to read the book. She does a real good job, I think, on talking about separation, individuation, things like that. Um, so again, you'll have to get the book to get that information. Um, but here, I'm going to go over the 7 deadly sins of narcissism. So she mentions number 1 as shamelessness. So shame is the feeling that lurks beneath all unhealthy narcissism and the inability to produce shame in healthy ways, to face it, neutralize it, and move on as healthier individuals do, leads to the characteristic postures, attitudes, and behavior of the narcissist. Okay. Number 2, magical thinking. They try to inflate their sense of self by using a considerable amount of distortion and illusion. 3, arrogance. Okay, that's pretty obvious, I think. While most people would say narcissists come off as having a superiority complex, their inner self of sense is lacking. So if they are aware of their inner frailty, then they may try to build it back up by diminishing, debasing, or degrading someone else, as the author puts it. Number 4, envy. Now, I've done a video on jealousy versus envy. And basically, the individual that is suffering with narcissism needs to feel superior, wants to have what you have, and doesn't want you to have what you have. Okay, basically, that's envy, at least my take on it. Number 5, entitlement. The author puts it like this. Narcissists hold unreasonable expectations of automatic compliance because they consider themselves uniquely special. So this sounds like, they're basically setting themselves up for some harsh realities when they have to deal with people that don't see them as warranting any special treatment. Now, having said that, sometimes you do have to deal with narcissists that are in positions of power, and narcissists can be very competitive and get into those positions, and now they've kind of one-upped you there if they're your boss or supervisor. Number 6, exploitation. Now basically the narcissist can make you feel special. Sometimes narcissists are really fun to be around, but it comes at a cost. You might be played by the narcissist for the narcissist's benefit. Okay. And number 7, which I think is real important, the author listed as bad boundaries. So that the narcissist has a self that is not yet completely developed. Now, as the author puts it, the narcissist is not able to recognize that they have boundaries and that others are separate and not extensions of themselves. So, for example, the narcissist might violate boundaries by, getting into your stuff, into your personal belongings. Maybe checking your mail, borrowing your clothes. If you happen to live with them, maybe they just take your clothes and wear them without asking. Things like that. So there's going to be some real boundary violations. And like I said, the book has a lot going for it, but part 2 of this video, I'm going to address what I don't like, and it was her take on the self-esteem movement in California that started in 1987 by Assemblyman John Vasconcelos, Also her take on Pumsy, which is a stuffed animal dragon used by school counselors to work with students, and even her take on individuals' religious beliefs. So I just felt like I couldn't ignore that. So I'll address that in part 2. Thanks.